As the new year kicks off, the focus is usually on improving our physical health, but our brain health needs attention too. Pharmacist and educator Dr. Suzanne Soliman joins us with simple tips and a regimen we can follow every day to improve memory, learning, focus, and more. Good morning, doctor. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. Thank you for having me.
No, it's a pleasure. I mean, this is a really, obviously, big, important topic, and people have to start somewhere. So what are your biggest tips for supporting brain health?
So, for starters, I would always say try to get enough sleep. And you want to aim for about 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night. And then you want to look at your diet. Plenty of fruits like berries, vegetables, healthy fats like avocado, fish, and nuts. And really limit your processed foods. You want to limit those sugary drinks, any type of fast food, processed snacks. Really try to limit those. And then you want to look at exercise. Move your body because you love yourself and not because you have to. Movement is really important every day. Try to move. And keeping your stress at bay. Brain health goes along with managing your stress. You can manage it with meditation, deep breathing, exercise, yoga, hobbies, or other activities that you enjoy. And I always recommend a good supplement. Nariva is an absolute favorite of mine. And unlike some supplements, such as Prevagen, which said it improved memory, but they can't support the claim, Nariva Plus actually supports up to 6 brain health indicators, including memory, when taken regularly. The benefit is that you can take Nariva right over the counter.
Is there anything else, our viewers should be doing in order to protect and support brain health?
Definitely. Cognitive stimulation is really important. So think of things such as reading, puzzles, learning a language, playing an instrument, or taking a class. Social activities that include conversing with others, and try to really limit smoking. Do not smoke, limit your alcohol, and certain medications can impact your cognition negatively as well.
I think some people would think that this is something you should think about, in your 50s or 60s. When should people actually start thinking about their brain health?
As early as possible. The data shows that the earlier you do something, the more benefits you can have, but it's never too late to start. So I would say as young as possible, you want to work on brain health, but it's never too late. So if you are in your 50s, you can still work on it. And if you're in your 20s, it's something to think about.
What are some signs that people may not be taking care of themselves, in a mental capacity, that they're not exercising or working on their brain health?
So if you're having trouble falling asleep, you don't sleep right, you're having a lot of stress in your life, all of that can negatively impact your cognition and your brain. And certain medications, I think a lot of some over-the-counter medications that people might be taking, they don't realize that those can negatively impact your cognition as well. So looking at what you're doing for your brain, exercise is really important. I can't stress it enough. And you can't start a supplement, too early. So it's really important to look into the supplements, look into Nariva. I highly recommend it. There is data to support it.
There are obviously people are busy all the time, and people do some exercises at work or on the go. Are there any kind of quick brain exercises people can do when they're sitting at their desk or on their way sitting in traffic, anything like that?
Puzzles, Sudoku, if you like Sudoku, any type of crossword puzzle, anything of that nature, I highly recommend. I personally love puzzles. I think they're great. You can do them even with your family. You could do them alone. So working on a puzzle is really important. And then just kind of solving something else. If you do play a musical instrument, continuing to play your musical instrument or learning a new musical instrument as well is really important.
This is great advice and great tips. Doctor, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you so much.
To learn more, head to newriva.com.